How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Hello, 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 hello. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? This is the Church of Iron. They were asked to get rid of everybody else who was in that promised land. They were told to not tolerate any of the old stuff if they were going to, oh my goodness, we have no onions. I'm supposed to be cooking, but we have no onions. So I'm in the kitchen today again. This is, oh my computer, am I going to have to put this because it keeps disconnecting and reconnecting? I might put it on my 4G, so give me a second here. Let me put it on 4G. It might kick me off as soon as it reconnects. Okay, so it should be on 4G, which hopefully the connection will get better. But I keep being told that a mast around here has fallen down and nobody can fix it. Yet. I keep getting these text reminders telling me, sorry, it's taking a lot longer than we thought to fix the mast, but please put up with it. And I'm thinking, oh, for goodness sake, I pay for a service, I want the service to be good, basically. But anyway, I try not to moan. I try. Anyway, so yeah, so there was this whole thing about the Israelites, they're leaving. This is old times, so not current Israelites or anything. So the Israelites are leaving they've left Egypt, they've kind of walked through the deserts after going here, there and everywhere, trying to get rid of people who were thinking poorly, basically. And now they're going into a promised land. And in this promised land, they've been told by their God that in order for them to go into that promised land and not, get sucked into the crazy, they have to get rid of everyone there and just kind of chase them out. Or I think in those days they used to kill people a lot, basically. And ultimately the goal there, though, was that they come into a land and not be influenced by the ways of the people that were there already. And I think about us as a community of people seeking a different experience of life. And yet, holding on, for a lot of people, you're holding on very tightly to the old stuff. I was actually just saying to the Deliberate Millionaires, the fact that there are two kinds of people. There's two kinds of people who are right now financially challenged. There's the financially challenged people who are victims of their financial challenge. Whatever you tell them that they can do to move forward, they will find a reason why they cannot do that because, oh my goodness, my life is just harder than you can even imagine, and I cannot escape from it. So stop trying to give me a way out because I will tell you why I cannot use that. Okay, so there's that kind of person, and that kind of person also is usually the person that is saying, oh, everybody's out to get me. Okay? Now, you know what? I've been that person that's kind of I'm suspicious of people. Okay? So I'm not saying there's two kinds of suspicious people. But anyway, so there's that side of people who, and you know what, amongst these Israelite people, there was that set of people, and in fact they had to wander around the desert until those people died, basically before they were given the promised land, because they were embedded in the slave mentality completely. There was inside, they just didn't know how to live any other way. All they had ever known, all their parents had ever told them, all they'd been surrounded by was slavery and being a victim of somebody else. And so now that they were free, they didn't even know how to be free. And that is what happens to some people, okay? So as I said, there's two kinds of people that are financially challenged. The ones who feel stuck and trapped in it, and no matter what you say to them, they will tell you why they cannot do it. In fact, some of y'all might be listening to me and be that person and saying, yes, Rosemary, you're just trying to scam me. And you don't know my story, okay? You don't understand how hard I had it. Nobody's seen the trouble or knows the trouble I've seen. And I get it, okay? Fine. You get to fight for the life you don't want, if that's what you want. And then there's a second kind of person, and that's the kind of person I absolutely adore. Now, this person is ready and willing to do what it takes to move forward. This person is ready and willing to get rid of the old. And when I talk about release, sometimes the old is comfortable, okay? It is comfortable to think the way you've always thought. It is comfortable to hang around with the same people you've always hung around with. It is comfortable to be, in fact, you know, it's crazy, but yet for a lot of people, it is comfortable to be poor. It is, because it's what you've known. You may say you want something different. Okay, your second group. I'm talking to the second group here. So the second group here, you do know you want something different, but there are times when it feels more comfortable to stay in place. And maybe you've been that person for a while. I was definitely that person for a long time. I'd come away from poverty, finally worked myself up and become a pharmacist, and still I was poor, because poverty is a mindset, okay? It's a mindset. And I was used to the struggle, I had big ideas of what I wanted my life to look like, but until I went bankrupt, got depressed, and had my children, I didn't do what I needed to do to start breaking free of it. I'd kind of start doing a little bit here and then everywhere, but then I'd run back to poverty. I was on the outside, I looked as if I had it all together, but there was never enough money. Never enough money. Never enough money. It was almost like, it was like a hot potato. It was, oh my God, I have some money. Throw it away, quick. And for some of you, that is the way it feels a little bit. Like you can't even see where your money is going, but the debt is getting higher, basically. And it's like, where is my money going? I don't even know. But this is it. If you want to step into something new, like God had to tell these Israelites, you have to get rid of the old. You have to release the old. You have to release what seems even crazy comfortable for you. You have to let it go. Because if you don't, there's no space for the new to come into you. Okay? There's no space for the new to come into you. And you want the new. You want a different experience of life. So you cannot expect to hold on to the old way of looking at the world. The old... Sometimes, you know, you might even need to change church or your religious organization, because everybody around you is enabling and tolerating poverty, whilst they're trying not to make each other feel bad because they're all broke, basically. And so everybody's tolerating poverty, and you are getting sucked into this nonsense. You may need to change jobs. You may need to, you know, whilst you're temporarily trying to elevate, you know, yeah, you need some cash coming in, but you need to release the old. And these may be people that you particularly love being around, but then something about what they're saying to you starts to feel uncomfortable, because you are trying to elevate and they are stuck, and you are trying to move forward, but you feel loyal to the old. You feel loyal to the old way of thinking, the old way of being. And if it's religion as well, that has been battered into you, that if you do not do it this way, that God is going to punish you. You know, you start expecting the lightning bolt to come and get you, basically. And so then you're holding on to something that is keeping you stuck. At times, you've got to let go. And it is scary to do. There's no doubt about it. It is scary to do. Some of the things that I've had to let go of in order for me to elevate my life have been scary. Crazy scary. I felt like, oh my gosh, am I giving away everything? Yes, you are. And this was, I always remember the words of Jesus, that if you give away blah 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 for me, you will get 100-fold in this lifetime and the next. Okay, so that's definitely a promise. That is definitely a promise. But this is it. You have to release. You have to open your hand, let it go, let go. And some of you all know what you need to let go of, because you already feel uncomfortable around it. There's a part of you that, you know, you might be having a conversation with a particular friend, and there's a part of you that feels like, oh, I don't really believe that any longer. I don't want to believe that any longer, because to believe that means that I'm staying stuck in a position I don't want to be stuck in any longer. In which case, you're going to have to walk away from that, even if it's temporarily. You have to walk away. You have to release. I release, I release, I release, I am free. I release, I release, I release, I am free. Just kind of making it up now. Basically, you can start to think to yourself, what do I need to let go of? What is holding me in a life that I don't want any longer? Or what do I continually keep taking myself into? Because you know what? God isn't going to speak from the heaven, or Spirit isn't going to speak from the heaven and tell you, look here, that situation you keep taking yourself into is draining your energy. Because you know when you go into certain situations, you come out of it. I remember I used to go to a church, and at one point it was just like, I cannot come here anymore, because I leave even more depressed than when I came. And I can no longer do that. I can no longer do that, because I am elevating myself. I refuse to go into a situation where, you know what, I'm supposed to be inspired and empowered, but in fact, all I feel is like crying and weeping because I'm so broken. And oh God, no, come on. The same power that conquered the grave lives in me. Why would I continue to put myself in a position where I am made to feel like nothing or like broken all the time, as if it's some kind of noble thing to always be broken? It's not. God doesn't need you to be broken to prove his godness. I'm sorry, but it's like, sometimes I listen to people and it's like, wait, so you're gonna, what? You're going to pretend you are less than who you are because that in some way makes your God seem bigger? And that makes sense to you, does it? Basically. So he has invested incredible power and wisdom inside of you, and I'm speaking to spiritual people here. You know, you carry incredible wisdom, power, everything. You've been given the ability to create that vision that is inside of you. And yet, somehow, some person has told you that you have to play yourself down small because that is pride to admit that you have been planted, you've been given all kinds of giftings. It is not pride to admit that. Your God doesn't get smaller. Hi Zia, how you doing? I'm very well, thank you. Your God doesn't get smaller just because you are who you are. He is who he is. You are who you are. You don't need to play small in order for your God to be bigger. You don't. I sometimes don't know where this teaching came from. And it's just like, what? Be who you are. Own who you've been created to be. It was given to you to be used, man. Thanks for the thumbs up, man. It was given to you to use. How you doing? I'm doing good. Today's topic, surely you could see it when you joined the video, man. Something about releasing. I even have forgotten. Something about releasing stuff. So releasing old ways of thinking and old ways of being, old ways of believing, because they're keeping you stuck. And so I see lots of religious people waiting because they're too scared to really step into their power because, oh my gosh, I could be being proud. Really? Why? Honey, the truth always stands up to scrutiny. So don't be afraid to question some of these ideas that people have planted in your head, because those ideas keep you stuck in a place of poverty and slavery, actually, okay? Slavery to a system you don't even want to be a slave to anymore. You need to break free. And you break free by releasing some of these old, comfortable ideas that do not help you. They do not help you to elevate. I release, I release, I release, I am free. I release, I release, I release, I am free. Release the ideas that keep you bound. Release people that make you feel small. Release anything in your home that makes you feel poor. Let it go, man. Let it go. You're not saying go spend loads of money, but you do want to try and surround yourself with things that make you feel elevated in order to think those bigger thoughts and start acting bigger so that you create bigger results, honey. You've got to release anything that makes you feel poor, okay? That makes you feel broken and a slave and oh my gosh, I'm a victim. You're not a victim. You are more powerful than you give yourself credit for. You are more powerful than you give yourself credit for. You are created in the image of the divine. There is nothing poor and broken about you except what they told you. So release. Release. It is not proud to admit that you are powerful. It is not proud to admit that you have gifts and strengths and talents that you are not using currently, and it is time that you start using them. It is not proud. It's not pride to be who you are. To be who you are, man. That is not pride. Okay? Somebody's commenting on a post of mine. I don't know who that is, but I've just been told on my phone. That is not pride. It's not pride to fully own the power inside of you. Honey, for you to live a life that makes a difference on this planet, that creates wealth for you, your family, and your community, you have to get past these old ideas. They are comfortable. You've maybe always thought that way, but it's time to release the old so you can step into the new. Release the old so you can step into the new. Some of you have particular traditions and cultures which you are holding on to for dear life, but they keep you trapped. Okay, some of you have family cultures and all of this stuff that you have to let go of, or at least walk away from temporarily, so that you can strengthen yourself, and then maybe you can come back in and influence the people and help them to elevate as well. But whilst you're all stuck together, all of y'all like little rats trying to make sense of it all, nobody's getting free. You just keep reliving the same silly stuff over and over again. Everybody's wondering, why are we not progressing? Why? Because not all of y'all thinking the same. All of you are holding on to old ideas that are keeping you trapped. Old ideas who you don't even know where they came from anymore, but everybody's just holding on. Same with religion. Some ideas just need to go. They need to go. Family, religion, some ideas around your sexuality, that needs to go, frankly, because some of that is keeping you bound in a place of hiding who you are sexually. And to me, it is very much connected to your success. Very much connected to your success. When you stifle your sexuality, you stifle your creativity as well. And it's because you're trying to be, I don't know, holy according to who? As if it was a mistake that you're a sexual being. It is not a mistake. And yet, you listen to some religions, they make it all out to be some kind of, oh my God, let's all hide it. Basically, let's all pretend that we're asexual, because that makes us holy. No, it doesn't. It just stifles people. It's like that's what they do to dogs, honey. They cut off their private parts so that they can be controlled. And they've done that to human beings, and nobody's questioning this. It's time to release old ideas and to step into new ideas that allow you to be more powerful, that allow you, hey daughter, that allow you to create the wealth, to create the bigger, more expansive experience of life. You are born for more, but unless you release old ideas, you stay trapped and stuck in a place where you don't want to be, honey. As long as you are not that first kind of character, like I mentioned, that likes to complain but doesn't want to do anything. But if you are that person who wants to elevate, who wants to go beyond what you've known to date, then honey, it's time to release old ideas. I release, I release, I release, I am free. I said I release. I release, I release, I release, I am free. I release, I release, I release, I am free. I release, I release, I release, I am free. Okay, on that note, I'm going to cook my food, man. I always have these grand intentions of cooking and talking. I haven't really managed it. I end up not cooking. I end up talking more than cooking, or cooking and then not talking, one or the other. So I will leave it at that for now. It is time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you're born to live. Can I also invite you to take advantage of my Amazon best-selling book, The Freedom Book. It will talk about all the stuff that we've talked about today, as well as a lot more, okay? It's all about you designing a free, wealthy, purpose-driven life, okay? So I'm giving it away for free at the moment, okay? Because it's actually, you can actually buy it on Amazon right now. But I'm giving it away for free at the moment. So you can go and get it, okay? It's a freedom book. It'll help you look at some of the ideas and beliefs that you carry that are keeping you bound up, keeping you stuck in a place of poverty, slavery, and just general bleh. So if you're ready to break away from financial challenge into financial independence and abundance, let's start breaking some of these internal emotional blocks to success, okay? So you can get the book. It's at rosemarynonnynight.com/freedom book. Get the book, okay? Read, implement the book. It's not enough just to have it sitting on your computer or your phone somewhere, okay? Actually read it. Actually read it. Check your spam folder because it will come to you, okay? So make sure you actually get it and read it. And let's move forward. This community, I am committed to this community of people because we must make a difference on this planet. We must make a dent. We must. We're done with just watching others determine our fate, right? We're done. So it's time to break free of anything that holds you in a life of less. You are born for more. Do whatever it takes to claim it all. Do not be one of those first people that are always finding a reason why you cannot progress. You are born to win, okay? So go get the free book right now. It's at rosemarynonny.com/freedom book. Go and get it and start to elevate yourself. Don't be so proud that you don't see a solution when it is presented to you. Okay? Come on now, let's move forward. Until the next time, my honeys, go forth and prosper. Much love. Bye.